Come again, my dear students. This is Dr ABDOU ABDELHADY. Okay, inshallah today we'll to make a quick revision about acids, bases and salts, which is a very important topic in our final exam. Okay, first question today is about what are the products when an acid reacts with a metal. Okay, so for example, let's choose one acid from group 1 metals, a metal from group 1 elements such as sodium. For example, sodium will react with acids such as the famous acid or the common acid, which is HCl, hydrochloric acid. Okay, as we know, the metal displaces the hydrogen of the acid, okay, and the hydrogen evolving as H2, and we can test that by the light display. Okay, test, which is very important test. And sodium chloride will form. So we can say that the result of this reaction, or the products of the reaction of metal and acid, is sodium chloride. Okay, next, okay, this is the answer: salt and hydrogen. Okay, salt and hydrogen, acid plus metal gives salt and hydrogen. Next question: what are the products when an acid reacts with a metal oxide? When an acid reacts with a metal oxide, for example, metal oxides such as sodium oxide, Na2O, plus what? Plus acid such as HCl. As we said at all, the metal will replace or make a displacement reaction, okay, with hydrogen, and two NaCl's will form salt also, and hydrogen will combine with oxygen, okay, and form a water, okay, H2O. So the reaction between acid and the metal oxide, the term when we said oxide means addition of oxygen to the metal, and MgO, metal oxide, CaO, metal oxide, calcium oxide. Okay, the result here will be salt plus water. Next question: salt and water. Okay, you have to write the chemical equation. Okay, the comment on the chemical equation. What are the products when an acid reacts with a metal? Hydroxide, metal hydroxide. Okay, so difference here, we have to choose also a metal, okay, such as sodium, or let's choose this time calcium, okay, plus no, said an acid. Okay, acid react with metal hydroxide such as CaOH total 2, calcium hydroxide, for example, this change, plus metal such as HCl. As the previous reaction, calcium will displace hydrogen, okay, and form CaCl2. Why CaCl2? Because calcium at group 2, okay, and the chlorine at group 7, it is -1, so 2 will move to chlorine and become CaCl2, okay, plus what? Plus H2O plus water. Yet also metal salt plus water. By balancing the equation, we have here 2H and 2O. Okay, you don't need to balance the equation at all. Okay, next question: what are the products when an acid reacts with metal carbonate? Okay, also it is very easy. You have to choose an acid such as HCl, hydrogen chloride, okay, or H2SO4, any acid you want, plus metal carbonate such as calcium carbonate, CaCO3. If you saw the term carbonate at any reaction, this means evolving of carbon dioxide. That's how oxide of carbon, okay, evolving of carbon dioxide, and it can be tested by using a lime water make it turbidine. Okay, so also calcium will displace hydrogen and form Cl2 plus CO2 carbon dioxide, but plus water, plus water. In fact, when calcium replaces hydrogen, okay, it forms Cl2 and H2CO3 formed H2CO3, which is unstable. It will decompose to H2O plus CO2 تحلل إلى H2O CO2. But the final equation, calcium chloride or metal chloride and the carbon dioxide and water. Okay. Next question. Why are metal oxides normally bases rather than alkalis? So to answer this question, we have to understand what is the difference between bases and alkalis. Okay. What are the difference between normally bases and alkalis? Okay. Bases and alkalis. We said that metal oxides are normally insoluble. Metal oxides such as calcium oxide, for example, are normally insoluble in water, for example, are normally insoluble. Okay, but alkalis are soluble bases. Alkalis are soluble bases. Alkalis soluble bases. So alkali is the base dissolving H2O. Okay, and the base is called, okay, in metal oxide when it is in its a solid state, not soluble in water. Okay, normally found as solids. Okay, so bases and alkalis are the same, but at all bases are found normally insoluble, but which is metal oxide, and alkalis are soluble bases. Alkalis are soluble bases, and the result of dissolving of, okay, bases are alkalis. Okay. Next question. What is the name of the salt formed from magnesium and sulfuric acid? Okay. To write this question, magnesium Mg plus sulfuric acid, you know it, H2SO4. Okay. In reaction between metal and acid, the metal will replace the hydrogen in displacement reaction and forming MgSO4, which is magnesium sulfate, okay, plus H2, evolving of hydrogen. As we said, you can test hydrogen by light spilling, which make pop sound. Okay. The formula of magnesium sulfate, MgSO4. Okay, without any additions, because magnesium is group 2, so its oxygen state positive 2, and sulfate carry negative 2 charge, so 2 will cancel with the other 2. Okay, and MgSO4 is the final product. Okay. Next question. What is the name of the salt formed from zinc oxide and nitric oxide? Also, we have to write the equations. Zinc oxide, ZnO plus nitric acid, HNO3. Okay. Also, zinc will displace hydrogen, form ZnNO3. Okay, plus H2O, water. Okay, the result is zinc nitrate, zinc nitrate plus water. Okay, is that easy? All of them have the same idea. Okay, zinc nitrate. What is the name of the salt formed when calcium carbonate react with what? Hydrochloric acid. Okay, the formula of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, react with hydrochloric acid, which has the formula of HCl. Okay, the same idea, calcium will replace or displace hydrogen and forming CaCl2 in this case. Okay, plus H2CO3 here. Okay, Well, as I said, if you see CO3 carbonate group, it will give carbon dioxide at the end plus water, plus A plus water, H2O. Why did we write CaCl2? We write CaCl2 because Ca group 2 elements carry positive charge and the Cl carry negative 1. Okay, so 2 will go to calcium and negative will go to 1, or 1 will go to calcium here, but 2 will go to chlorine and become CaCl2. Okay, by cross A multiplication. Okay, next question. What color is methyl orange in acid and alkali? So we have to memorize that methyl orange is an indicator which indicates the basicity or the acidity of anything. Methyl orange in acid is colorless, in acid is red, and alkali yellow. Methyl orange with acid is red and in alkali is yellow, and is a question. Okay, so what color is blue litmus paper in acid and alkali? It is a common test for acidity or alkalinity, okay, or basicity. Litmus paper, blue litmus paper will turn in acid into red, but at alkali, no change, no change at alkali, no change, no change. Okay, it will stay blue. Next question: what color is red litmus paper in acid and alkali? The same idea. Okay, red litmus paper in acid, it changed to nothing, stay red, stay red. Okay, and the alkali change to blue, تغير الأزرق. Okay, next, what do acids produce in an aqueous solution? Acids produce aqueous solutions. خلاص، aqueous solutions such ايه يا شباب؟ مثلا صوديوم هيدروكسيد مثلا solution. Okay, يبقى when acids react with aqueous solutions, okay, HCl مثلا for example, okay, we react with a aqueous solution such as NaOH, hydrogen will produce, hydrogen ions will produce. يبقى acids produced hydrogen, acids give hydrogen, acids give what? Give hydrogen, hydrogen ion. يبقى so acids give hydrogen ions because metal will displace the chloride or the sulfate, okay, and the hydrogen are produced. Next question. Okay, hydrogen is produced. What does base produce in an aqueous solution? Base has the formula of NaOH for sodium hydroxide or CaOH total 2, for example. Okay, so base will give hydroxide ion. Okay. Okay. Define acid and base in terms of proton transfer. Okay. At all, the hydrogen ion is called proton. Called what? Proton. There is a scientist, okay, explain or supposed a theory, okay, which said that acids give protons. Give what? Give protons. And the base take protons. Take what? Protons. Acid give protons and the base take protons. How? Okay, let's explain one example. After the reaction of HCl, hydrogen chloride for example, acid plus NaOH base, okay, I said that metal always replaces the hydrogen. Okay, so a hydrogen will give, acid will give hydrogen to the base and form H2O, okay, plus NaCl. So Acid give hydrogen, give what? Hydrogen. And the base accept hydrogen, okay, or gain hydrogen. So we can say it in another way, as Lewis said, acid give protons and the base take protons. Oh, protons or acids are protons donor, bases are protons acceptor. Anyway, okay. What is the chemical equation for the reaction between hydrochloric acid and ammonia? This is very important reaction. Firstly, we have to write hydrochloric acid symbol HCl and plus ammonia has NH3. Okay, as I said here, this is acid, and here ammonia is base. As we said, base accept electron, accept what? Proton, accept what? Proton. Okay, so NH3 will become NH4. Okay, Cl, NH4Cl. NH4Cl. This is easy equation. خلاص. Okay, next, what is the chemical equation معادلة ايه for the reaction between sulfuric acid and the sodium hydroxide? Okay, this neutralization reaction, sulfuric acid is an acid, sodium hydroxide is a base, so sulfuric acid H2SO4 plus sodium hydroxide NaOH, okay, will give, as I said, sodium replaces hydrogen and form Na2SO4, okay, plus H2O, okay. By balancing the equation, we can write here 2 NaOH, okay, SO4 here 1 and 4, okay, H2, okay. Now we write here 2H2O. So let's stop here and complete our session about acids, base and salt in the next session, inshallah. Okay, thank you my friends. Okay, goodbye.